Hello everyone, today I'm going to demonstrate the functionality of Odoo Helpdesk Salesforce connector, where basically the tickets has been generated and then import and export of those tickets happens in and from Odoo to Salesforce and respectively. So as you can see, this is the Odoo dashboard and this is the Salesforce dashboard or CRM. So under Odoo, as soon as you will install the module, under settings you will be able to see the Salesforce tab. In that you have to do the settings similar to the Odoo Salesforce default connector. You have to mention the consumer key, consumer secret, instance URL, redirect URL, and from where this consumer key and secret will come is from the Salesforce. Under setup, you can see the consumer key and consumer secret. We copy it from Salesforce and paste it under Odoo and save this. So the authentication token and authentication code automatically gets generated here, and after saving this you have to click on the authentication button. If it doesn't give any error, that means you can now close this window. That means the connection is successful. So we need to configure this Odoo Salesforce connection using this tab here under my companies. So this way it gets configured in Odoo, and in Salesforce you have setup, and under setup you have app manager, and you copy this consumer key and secret from here and paste it in Odoo. In Salesforce you only have to check the callback URL, which needs to be the same as the Odoo instance. Right now, as it is for Odoo stage mediacy.com, right now in Odoo we can see that Odoo stage mediacy.com. So this way it works. After this configuration, after this authentication that is successful, we will just look into its functionality, that how does it work. So as you can see, the help desk module here, which is the base of this connector, that creates the tickets of individual, and then those tickets gets exported and imported in Salesforce and in Odoo. So we are just going to look into it. So this is the help desk. Under that you can see the tickets. So I'm going to create all tickets. So basically this connector works only for leads and contacts right now, and you can just create leads in Odoo or in Salesforce, or contacts in Odoo or Salesforce, and you can just import and export it. So here are my tickets. So as soon as I will create a new ticket here, suppose I'm writing that my sales dashboard, or I need to write requirement of sales dashboard. So this is my ticket name, and we have we can use this ticket for Salesforce. So I'll just click on this checkbox. So now here I have two options. Either I can create a lead for this requirement, or I can create a contact directly from this requirement. So I'll show you both. First I'll show you the lead generation. So I'll create a lead here. So I'm writing here sales dashboard pricing. Okay, so now I'm writing the customer here, my company. When I go down in follow up, I need to mention the name of the company, which is already there, and the contact name is George. I need to check whether this contact lead exists in Salesforce or not, because it will again create a duplicacy otherwise. Okay, so in leads it's not there. Okay, here it's not there. So George, Mr. George, I'm creating here, whose position is director. I'm creating the lead, and whose address is street number 101, California. Okay, so I'm saving this. As soon as it will be saved, I'll just save the whole ticket. After saving, you can see the action button here. In that you have an option of Salesforce this ticket to export this ticket to Salesforce. So when I click, it will ask me whether you want to export this as a lead or contact. So right now I have created a lead, so I'll click on lead. So it's taking a bit time. So right now you can see this sales against this lead, Salesforce ID has been generated. That means it has been created in Salesforce. Now I'll just go to Salesforce and check in leads whether George has been come or not. So this is George, and here I can see the information related to the George will come, that my company was his company, and it's, if I update anything here, it will be updated there as well. So this way it basically works. So if I create any leads here and I import it in Odoo, then also it works. So for that we have this scheduled actions in our scheduler, from where we can just import the leads. Salesforce import leads, we can just go to this and we can run manually and import the leads from Salesforce to Odoo in similar way. So this way the functionality of import and export of leads works. Now I'm going to show you that how it deals with contacts. So I'm creating a new ticket again. Here I'm going to show you the contacts, export of the contacts. So here I'm mentioning that this is regarding purchase dashboard. Okay, so now I'm writing the name of the contact as here I'm writing the name as Mary, or I need to check whether Mary exists there or not. So let me just take the name Crystal. I'll just check in Salesforce whether any contact name as Crystal is there or not. No, it's not there, so I can create that. So I will write the email crystal@gmail.com, and I'm using this ticket as Salesforce. Now I don't have to mention anything about lead because it's already being created. Now I'm saving this. Okay, so the contact name is Crystal, which gets created. I'll go to action and I'll go to hit the button export to Salesforce. Now I'm adding this particular ticket as a contact in Salesforce. So I have clicked on as add as a contact, and when I go to this hyperlink button, I can see the Salesforce ID has been come here. So that means it has exported to Salesforce. So when I go back to Salesforce, I'll refresh this page and I'll check for the Crystal whether it has come or not. So you can see that crystal@gmail.com has come here. So this way this ticket functionality works. So this is the functionality of Odoo Helpdesk Salesforce connector, where you can just export or import the ticket from Odoo to Salesforce and Salesforce to Odoo in form of lead or as a contact by using Helpdesk. So this is the additional functionality of this particular connector. So in Salesforce also, you have seen that how contacts comes and lead comes, and how it works for the other way. Thank you.